Is quantity better than quality for perfectionists? Let's talk about it. Greetings, people. Now, I'm not a professional productivity person or time manager or anything like that, but I am a creative person and I am a serial perfectionist. And this is a concept that I've been thinking about a little bit lately, so I thought I might make a video about it. Cheeky video, a little cheeky bit of content, you know. So here's my thesis, because, you know, all YouTube videos and high school essays need a good thesis. For perfectionistic creatives, prioritizing quantity over quality is more beneficial and in the long run provides better work. There's a hot take for you. So let's clarify those terms, and I'll use making YouTube videos as an example to do that. Quality would be putting a lot of time and work into just 1 or 2 videos to try and make them as good as they possibly can be, and quantity would be making a bunch of YouTube videos with significantly less time and energy put into each one. So if my goal is to create better YouTube videos, then on the surface it would seem that prioritizing quality to make those videos as good as possible would achieve better quality videos. But you see, that is where my old friend perfectionism comes in. Let me summarize for you my experience with perfectionism in my life and creating videos and all of those things. Number 1, I judge my ideas based on some non-existent graph of is it good enoughness? And if I don't think the video idea is good enough, then I won't make it. And also, if I do think the video is good enough, but I don't think I can achieve making that idea a reality properly, then I will cast that idea aside. And then number 2, if I do somehow get past those problems, I reach the second problem, which is I get overwhelmed starting the task, and I get overwhelmed with the prospect of actually creating it and all of the work that's going to go into it. And then at any point along that process, I might find that I start judging it again. Let's say I have the idea, I start working on it, I get overwhelmed, but I manage to make some progress, and then I film it, and then I watch back the footage and decide that it's no good. And so then I get overwhelmed by the editing process and I don't finish. So what this boils down to for me is I don't make many videos, it takes me a very long time to make them, and the process is usually stressful and not that enjoyable. So essentially my natural creative process is geared towards creating the highest possible quality product that I'm capable of all of the time, which is exhausting. In order to take a concept and turn it into a reality, so, you know, an idea for a video, turn it into a real video, requires skill and experience. And very often the abilities and the experience that we have does not match the thing that we've envisioned in our mind. And so, you know, for my example, when I think of a YouTube video, my ability to actually make that video does not match how good I want that video to be in my mind. There is a name for this phenomenon. It's called life. But the thing is, the more your ability and your experience increases, the closer you're able to get to replicating the thing that you came up with in your mind. So how do we do that? How do we increase our ability and our experience and our skills? What's that? What do I... Practice! Every time I make a video, I am practicing my craft. And every time I practice my craft, I get better at what I'm doing. And I think this applies to any kind of creative pursuit or art. So if I prioritize making lots of videos, I'm maximizing the amount of time that I am practicing and learning and gaining new skills, because every video I make, I learn something new and I can apply that to the next one. In addition to that, I get faster and more efficient every time I get closer to fulfilling my expectations. I also get better at creating concepts that are going to be easier to achieve in reality. And most significantly at all for me, in terms of perfectionism, every project that I complete is a direct opposition to the pathway in my brain that gets overwhelmed. And so every time I finish something, I'm building strength into the pathway that is, just start it. It'll be fine. It's not that hard. It will turn out okay. As opposed to, it's overwhelming, it's too hard, I don't want to start, it's too much work, it won't turn out good. I recently saw a video by a YouTuber called Struthless, who was talking about this idea of what he calls the 70% rule. Basically for him, it means that every time he wants to post a video, he will make that video and post it when it's 70% perfect. He doesn't try and make every video 100% perfect. As soon as he thinks that it's 70% of the way to where he wants it to be, he posts it. And I think that's a really great practical tool that helps me try and prioritize creating more over creating at my best all of the time, because if I do that, I end up not making anything. Now, I think this quantity over quality thing mostly applies to my creative development, but it doesn't fit all situations, I don't think, especially when it comes to really big projects that are really important, or if you're working for a client or you're doing something that is for another person that has to really be good. In between those big important projects, if you're creating lots of little smaller projects, each one of those gives you a new skill or a new tool or even just more confidence or more opposition to being overwhelmed, so that when you do get to a big project, you've already got all those skills that you can apply. Okay, so here's a quick real life example. I used to be, a few years ago, very scared, and I would get very stressed out whenever I would have to choreograph dance routines. I didn't have any practice at doing it, and I wanted to make it good so badly that I just got very stressed. Since then, I started just choreographing things here and there, and I started doing it more and more, both for myself and also so that I had dance combos to teach at workshops and in classes and things. And earlier this year, I had to choreograph my first full dance routine that was going to go to competition. So I knew it had to be good, and I also had a deadline because I had to finish it before the competition, and I managed to get there, and I think it ended up looking pretty good. But I don't think I would have coped with that if I hadn't done all of the little projects before that. All of the little combos that I taught helped me to be better at that process. Any creative pursuit takes a very, very long time. I've been making YouTube videos for like 7 years. I've been dancing for like 11 years, and I've only just choreographed my first couple of routines. Time is going to pass regardless, and so the more of that time I'm spending creating, even if it's just little things, the better I'm going to get at those little things. And it's okay to start out being not good, because the more you do it, the better you'll get. And the other thing that I realized is, let's say there's a video that I've really wanted to make, right? Something that's really important to me that I really want to make well, but I put off doing it because I want it to be really good. You can make things again. You can come back to projects. I can choreograph to a song and then come back 3 years later and do it again, but better with all of the new skills that I've learned. It's not like you make something once and that's the last time you can ever make that one thing. You can absolutely come back and do it again later. I don't know why, but for some reason that concept has only just clicked in my brain, despite the fact that I've been making videos for years. My audio just stopped recording for some reason. Making this video is an outworking of me trying to apply this in my own creative process. New South Wales, where I live at the moment, is in another statewide lockdown, so I'm stuck at home. I can't go anywhere, so I'm trying to make a video every week for the duration of however long lockdown lasts, and I'm hoping that that will help me to try and get some momentum on this making quantity of videos thing, so that hopefully when we get out of lockdown, I might be able to work on another bigger project. And that's the other thing, I also don't have any particular big projects on the go at the moment, so I can make lots of little things. I didn't really know if the concept for this video would work. I didn't spend as long scripting it and planning it as I would have liked, and I'm recording it in one go nice and quickly. So, I'm really trying to hit that 70%. Yeah, it's good enough, I'll put it up. It's not going to be my best video, but I still made a video this week, and so overall, I'm one video better at making videos than I was on Monday. Thank you very much for watching. If you want to see more videos like this, good luck, but you could subscribe to our channel. We make videos, I don't even know. Sometimes we make videos like this. Sometimes we make videos about these. Sometimes we make videos like this. Please do let me know your experiences with dealing with perfectionism, and also, if you do have any thoughts on this, please do share them in the comments, wherever they are. And if you have a creative idea that you've been putting off starting because you don't think it'll be good enough, give it a try. Aim for 70%. I guarantee you'll be better at making the thing after you've made the thing, even if the thing is not your best making. There we go. Summed the whole video up. Bye! Thank you very much for watching. I greatly appreciate it. If you haven't listened to our podcast, it's called Dark Tides. You can find it pretty much everywhere that you normally find podcasts. It's a good time. It's an audio drama. It's kind of improvised. It's a fun time. You might like it. If you want to check it out, there'll be a link to it in the description. Other than that, consider subscribing to the channel. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next week for another video, because I'm making one every week. Goodbye! It's actually kind of cozy in here.